I see the BS before it turns the corner. You know, I can smell it.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how.
What it do, baby boo? It's your girl, Sydd in the city, and I'm back again with another video. This time, you know, I'm doing a little fun but self-healing chit chat. Get ready with me. I just wanted to kind of sit down here and just kind of be a little bit vulnerable and transparent with you all about my self-care, self-love journey and just what I've been doing to really just pour into myself over the last 7 to 8 months. So I decided to do it get ready with me style. You guys got to see how I got this really cute look, from the hair to the face to the fragrance to the outfit. We're doing a full get ready with me chit chat today. But before we get into this video, if you are new here, like I said, my name is Sydd. This is my city. Welcome. You are now a citizen, so do me a favor and become a loyal citizen. Click that subscribe button below so you can get notified when I have new videos come up. I do try to drop one video a week. You know, I'm pretty busy, so I can't do too many, but once a week is what I've been dedicated to you guys. I think I've been doing a pretty good job. But welcome back. If you are a loyal citizen, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a very, you know, different video for me. I don't really talk to you guys too much. So I hope you guys enjoy this self-love, self-reflection testimony video while we get cute beat. Okay, but like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video, and let's get into it. Hey guys, so I'm back. Like I said in my intro, this is a self-care chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm gonna do my makeup as I get ready for a graduation party and just kind of talk about my self-care journey that I've been on for almost 8 months now, I guess, if I count right. So I just want to kind of just, you know, have a little intimate and transparent moment with you all about my self-care journey, my self-love journey. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I want to say October. It was October when October 2020 when I decided that I wanted to kind of cut off men, dating, and just focus on myself and really starting to look inward on loving myself, right? And the backstory behind this is because I entertained a guy that I knew I shouldn't have been entertaining. I actually made plans with this guy, and it wasn't real plans. It was not a date. He did not court me. He wanted to drink and play games at his house, aka he was ready to get it popping. And y'all know what I mean when I say get it popping, right? And there were already some red flags with this guy that I was kind of ignoring. But I decided to entertain him anyway. For example, one red flag. He asked to split out a bottle. What? $30 bottle? You can't afford to buy it yourself? So another red flag, right? We ended up getting the bottle. We go to the liquor store. He gets the bottle. I do not pay because he had me messed up. I actually threw some more stuff on top of that and made him pay for it. So then we get to the house and he's super pressed to drink. He's super pressed, oh, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot. And mind you, I'm a lightweight. So when I say enough is enough, listen to me. I don't need any more alcohol. I'm good. I'm feeling myself. I'm fine. I don't want any more, right? So, you know, that was another red flag. You're too pressed to get me drunk, trying to get me all, you know, inebriated, think it's going to loosen me up, whatever. But when I say no, no means no. I don't want any more. So the night goes on. You know, we play some games. We watch some, I think football was on at the time. But eventually, you know, we did the do. But I'm going to be very honest in this moment, y'all. I did not want to do it, and I did it anyway because I kind of felt like that's all he wanted from me. And I immediately regretted it, right? Afterwards, I went and took a shower for 45 minutes and just felt like I had to wash all of that. One, it was just horrible. It was just terrible. Shouldn't have done it because it was just terrible. The sex was terrible. But two, I just shouldn't have let it happen, right? That was just something I really should have just, no, I don't want to do it because I knew that was all he wanted, right? So then the next day, you know, he takes me home, whatever. I end up leaving a pair of shoes at his house, and he was arguing me up and down about not wanting to bring the shoes to me. And I'm just like, sir, you had no problem picking me up to bring me over there. I leave some belongings. I don't have a car. I'm not about to Uber $30 across town just to pick up some shoes when you can easily drop it off when you're done with work, you know? So I had to ask my mother when we were out running errands, could we stop by this guy's house to pick up my shoes because he was giving me a hard time. And then when I get there, he's like, oh, I want to, hang out again, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, you have a good one. And I just took my shoes and I kept moving. And like, I didn't even really respond to him, right? So I decided after that altercation, and I made a promise to myself and to God, like, I do not want to focus on dating. I don't want to focus on guys because I just kept running into the same issues with these guys, the same problems, and it just was becoming like a repeated cycle of temporary affection, no real type of getting to know each other, courting process. They only want one thing. And I needed to start, raising my standards and really finally falling truly in love with myself. So from that day forward, I decided, yeah, I'm not going to be messing around with anybody. I am not going to deal with anybody on any type of level. I banned sex for a while. I said, I'm going to be celibate. And I'm proud to say that I've made it. Since October 2020 till today, May 2021, I have not even kissed anybody. Okay? I've been on a few dates here and there, but, it was nothing came out of it. I didn't mind going on a date, but, at first I really did start this journey off as kind of like off men is what I called it, like an off men journey, like I'm off of them, blah, blah, blah. And, people were like, well, if you're off men, like a lot of my friends started judging me because I went on a couple days, like, well, if you're off men, why are you dating? Because that's my prerogative. If I want to go out on a date and be treated and courted and these guys are willing to do so, I could do that. That doesn't mean I have to lay down with them. That doesn't mean I have to do anything with them. If they want to take me out and they've shown genuine interest, I'm going to do that. But as far as the sex part of the off men goes, that's what I mean. I'm off the D. I'm off of it, okay? I don't want it. And, it's just been a great journey. So I kind of want to just kind of break down, like, how I really got myself focused on loving myself. So one, right? I realized that my relationship with God was not there. I used to have one very strong. I'm a Christian, so I'm a believer, and I definitely realized, like, wow, Sydd, like your faith is not where it used to be. Your love and your passion for, your life for your love for the Lord is not there, and you need to work on that because I always realize, when the love and the commitment to Him is there, baby, there's nothing you can't do, and there's nothing He won't do for you. Okay, so remember that. So I started, really going back to virtual church and, reading my scriptures and doing my devotionals and saying my prayers on a regular basis, and just, having open and honest conversations with a few of my, girlfriends about how to really get myself back on track when it comes to my relationship with God. So that was one thing that I did that I felt like was really positive and I've seen a difference in my life from, getting on track with that. I do my devotionals every morning. I even write it in my planner, just so I can, I currently just prime my eyes with my Makeup Forever concealer, and this is the shade 5.1. I always prime my eyes. I'm about to do my eyeshadow, and I use my Nars. Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys what I was doing because I'm just so into, letting y'all know what's going on. But I'm using the new Calendonia Deep 2. This is my favorite matte foundation at the moment. So I'll link these products for you below. But yeah, so like I do daily devotionals. I read my daily scripture. I pray. I have like prompt journals that I receive for my birthday that I use, and they kind of just prompt me to really just look inward and say, have these open conversations with God about where I'm at in life. So that has really helped me, not just center me on my journey to, staying focused on myself, but just to loving myself and loving the Lord and really getting my faith back. Because I lost it. I was like second guessing everything in life and just really being paranoid about things and decisions I was making and not trusting that God had my back. But now Me and him, we straight. I know he got me. He always got me. He got my back. He got my front. He got my sides. He's all around me. And I'm confident that I will succeed in everything he has for me. Not just anything I want out of life, but God is helping me lay the path, and he's guiding me to my destiny. And I feel the energy. I feel the love from him, and I'm so glad that I made that a priority. Okay? The next thing I made sure to do, right, was to not set myself up for the okie dokes. Okay? So yes, I did tell you guys I went on a few dates. However, I made sure that they were real dates. They were not in the house dates. They were not let's take a drive dates. They were not anything that could set me up to put myself in temptation to do anything sexual with a guy. I avoided completely. There was one time where I almost went to a guy's house to hang out with him, but it ended up not happening. And that was nothing but God, okay? Blocking that me from putting myself in a situation where I could be tempted. So that's one thing. If you guys are on a journey to kind of just focus on yourself, and you're struggling with dating like I was just struggling with dating, and you just kind of want to get your goals and get your mind right, cut off temptation, okay? Make sure you block it as much as possible. Don't set yourself up for it. And I also, you know, cut off those guys that like to make U-turns, as I like to call it. They like to come in and out your life, bringing their toxicity, bringing their narcissism. Cut them out, right? Cut them out. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta leave. You know, remember that song? But yeah, cut them out. There was a few guys, like when I moved back to DC, that were like my little DC little joints or whatever, that hit me up. Once they knew I was back, oh baby, my line was blown up. However, I made sure that I kind of made it clear to them, if you're not coming back with this, and this, I don't want to deal with you. I don't think I should. You know, I don't think I should, right? I just felt like it was not a good thing for me to put myself back in that situation, because I've had a really bad experiences with guys that I've dated in the past and allowed them to come back, and they only do the same thing and embarrass me, and I feel stupid for letting them back into my life. So I made a promise outside of the celibacy promise. I also made a promise to myself to not date anybody from my past, no matter how much I think they've changed, no matter how much I felt like they're coming as a new man. No, because it's all fake. I'm sorry. There are situations where people have dated and then came back together and dated again, and it was just much better than the first time. Congrats to you. But for myself and my self-love journey, I didn't want no more U-turn guys. No more U-turns in my life. If I dealt with you before, it wasn't meant to be. Keep it pushing, right? So that was one thing that I did for myself, and I'm glad I did it, because, baby, these dudes will try you to the fullest. They will try you to the fullest. So right now I'm about to start my eyeshadow. I'm using my Morphe James Charles palette. I know he's a little controversial right now because he had like some, you know, scandals going on, but I actually love this palette, so I'm still gonna use it. This is my only good pigmented palette that my roommate gave me for Christmas. So yeah, cut off temptation, cut off all these guys that are in and out of your life, playing with your emotions, that don't take you seriously. You know, it's important. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do my eyeshadow real quick on camera for you guys, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
So I can move, cause you a bugaboo. I wanna put your number on the call block. FAOL, make my email stop, cause you a bugaboo. You bugging what you bugging, who you bugging me, and don't you see it ain't cool. It's not hot that you be calling me, stressing me, paging my beat, but you're just non-stop. And it's not hot that you be leaving me messages every 10 minutes and then you stop by. When I first met you, you were cool, but it was game, you had me fooled. Cause 20 minutes after I gave you my number, you already had my milk box full. So what? I got a pair of shoes, but now I guess you think I owe you. You don't have to call as much as you do. I give them back to be true with you. And so what? I'm like you. Now I guess you think I will do. Even if you don't say it like you do, I don't really think that you're a bugaboo. You make me wanna push my picture out the window. See, I cut the phone calls, break my leaf so I can't move. You a bugaboo, a bugaboo, a bugaboo. I wanna put your number on the call. SALON, make my email stop. You a bugaboo. You bugging what you bugging, who you bugging me? You don't see it ain't cool. It's not hot. Then when I'm blocking your phone number, you call me over your best friend's house. And it's not hot that I can't even go out with my girlfriends without you tracking me down. You need to chill out with that mess, cause you can't keep having me stressed. Cause every time my phone rings, it seems to be.
But let's get back to the convo. So yeah, move on to my concealer. So I've already, like I said, put on my Nars matte foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. I'm in the shade 420. But yeah, so like I was saying, you know, cut them off. You know, cut off these guys. Cut off everything that will tempt you to kind of getting back into those you know, unhealthy habits that are not self-love. You know, I was not loving myself. I was giving myself way too much to guys that weren't showing that they were deserving of my attention, my body, my time. You know, the disrespect, the audacity must be for going around for free in these little male group chats, because the audacity of the guys. If I tell you guys, I might go on and tell y'all some more dating stories depending on how this video goes, but I have some nightmares, dating nightmare stories, okay? But you know that it's really important. So after I made that decision, I cut off the guys. I let them know like I'm not here for it. Don't hit my DMs. And ever since I let them know like where I was in my life and like I wasn't trying to deal with them shenanigans, they have left me the hell alone. They have left me alone. I got a happy birthday, thank you, but that's all I'm giving. I'm not entertaining them anymore, you know. So after that, right, next is really figuring out where you are in your journey. You decided to make a promise to God. No more guys, right? No more dating. No more, however you define it, right? Because I still dated a little bit, but not that much. You got to figure out exactly what is it that would make you happy. What is it that's going to make you feel like you are, you know, doing something that you love and that just brings you happiness and joy, right? So I made like a list of goals for myself, things that I felt like I needed to get done that I was not focusing on because I was distracted by dating and sex, all that type of stuff, right? So I had already made this list prior to the new year. I was like, I'm going into 2021 with a set list of things that I wanted to get done for myself, right? I wanted a car. I wanted to get a job in social media marketing. I wanted to launch my website for Sydd in the City and start selling my merchandise. I wanted to get aligned with a relationship with God, and that was like top of the list. I've already talked about it, but that was like top of my list, was to get aligned with my relationship with God. I wanted to get rid of all the unnecessary friendships because I realized I was using the word friend a little too loosely, and to get rid of all the unnecessary friendships that I had that were not serving me anymore, and just kind of drop that toxicity that I may have had in certain friendships and just focus on those that support and love me and surround myself with peaceful, loving friendships, right? And so I started to, you know, make my way through those goals. I have done so well with staying on task for these goals for myself, and I recommend you all do the same thing, because it really, when you realize like I have things that I'm trying to get done and I don't have time for these shenanigans with these men or these little boys, I'm gonna call them little boys because that's how they act, with these little boys, you really you channel all that energy you used to give towards them into yourself, and that's when we get to the steps of self-love. When you start to do things that make you happy, it's amazing. It's a great feeling. Like I know I'm not the only one that has gone through something like this in their life, and maybe you're in this moment of your life right now where you're just like, things are not going right in the love department. In my personal relationships with guys, it's just not going right, and maybe it is time for you to take a step back and put that on pause. It doesn't have to be permanent. Celibacy is not a permanent thing. It's just a decision you make to cut yourself off from that temptation, from those sexual desires, and from just sex, period. you know. And I will say honestly, guys, I see things a lot differently now, and I also react to things differently than I would when I was in engaging in sex with people, because now I see things clearly. I see the BS before it turns the corner, you know. I can smell it. It has a smell now. All of a sudden I'm just like, well, I don't want to entertain that. The red flags are bright as day. Bright as day, okay? I see them, I acknowledge them, I avoid them. Sorry if my camera's like not focused. Also, I'm attracting better men that are different, you know, on different levels than the men I was attracting before. That is something that I noticed when I was dealing with guys. I'm like, why I keep attracting all these bums? Like, why I keep attracting all these bums? These broke, don't got nothing going on for themselves. The audacity, the disrespect. Some of them got the good. Some of them, it was terrible, wasting my time. You know, so it's just like, I realize now that I'm loving myself, and I have, you know, I'm setting myself up for success, and my standards are different, and the love I give to myself is different. I'm attracting a lot of better things in my life, whether it's guys, opportunities. Everything has just changed so much for me when in my personal life, right? Still celibate, still not dating anybody seriously. I'm not even talking to nobody. Like, nobody hits my phone up but my little girlfriends and some family. That's it. Like, I don't talk to anybody, and I'm okay with that. I'm in a place where I'm not pressed to date. I do want to be in a loving and, you know, respectful, genuine friendship and relationship, because I want whoever I am with to be my best friend. I want us to be able to laugh together, to joke together, to do so many fun things together by still supporting each other, loving each other in all aspects of life. But I need you to be my friend first, and then we can, you know, build that relationship. One thing I will say that I love about my self-love journey is the self-care, okay? And when I say self-care, ladies and gents, I mean dating yourself, taking yourself out, go out to eat, treating yourself. You know, treat yourself to something that you've always wanted. Do something you always want to do, but do it by yourself, okay? You know, order that thing you've been looking at online. My skincare routine, popping, okay? I really invested into my self-care when it comes to my skincare, and I absolutely love the results, right? I have a trainer now. I've said another thing on my goals list was to get back in shape, and I'm proud to announce that your girl has dropped one size down. And I can now wear smalls again. I'm no longer in the medium club. I'm a small. I can wear smalls again. So my body goals are coming to fruition, right? And I eat better. You know, I feel better. Like I said, opportunities for me with my freelancing as social media marketing is coming together. You know, opportunities for a full-time job in social media content creation is coming together. And I'll make these announcements later. If you follow me on social media, don't forget to follow your girl on social media. But yeah, like, so many things have come to me because of this journey. And it's only been like 7.5 months. Like, it hasn't even been that long. And I'll be a year in October on this journey. And the turnaround in my life has been such a blessing. And I'm grateful for this mentality that God has given me to really stay strong in this journey. Because it's not easy. Okay? It is not easy. Especially when you are an affectionate, physical person who actually likes to be intimate. It's not easy. And my recommendation for that is buy a toy. Go ahead, buy a toy. Don't be ashamed. They have some good ones on Amazon. That's where I got mine from. If you want me to link it below, I will. Self-pleasing is a part of self-love. Learning how to please yourself in all aspects of life, whether that's your, you know, treating yourself to dates, you know, doing some personal body care, self-care, getting massages, getting your nails and getting your hair done, looking pretty. Like, I love dressing up. Dressing up and getting my hair done and getting my nails done and looking good is a part of my self-care, right? Doing my skincare every night is a part of my self-care. Utilizing my favorite shower products. If you guys haven't seen my nighttime routine, I do have my shower routine included in that video. I be in the shower for like an hour because I use like a bajillion products, but it just brings me so much joy to do these things, right? So I just recommend, you know, finding those little things that you like to do. Writing in my journal brings me joy. Writing down my prayers brings me joy. Taking my dog on a walk around the block when it's a nice, sunny, breezy day brings me joy. And these are the things that I need you all as my citizens that are going through this, that maybe just need to sit back and really focus on yourself, need to do. Find these things. Everybody's is different. I'm just giving you examples of what brings me joy. Like at first when I made this promise to myself, I just knew I was going to have a slip up. I just knew I was going to mess it up, that I was going to have to start over. But I have not had one slip up yet. And I'm so proud to say that, because that means that I'm growing, I'm maturing in my young adult, grown woman journey, and that I really am connecting with myself and loving myself. And I just want you guys to really hone in on that. I do believe in love, and I know that it will come to me, but I had to realize that I need to love myself. I need to love myself. Period. So another thing that I'm recommending for you all, and I already mentioned it earlier, but journaling and finding books to read that really just set your mind right. For example, I'm currently reading Marriage, Sex and Dating Relationship Goals by Michael Todd. I don't know if I said it right, but that is the book I'm currently reading, right? And a lot of his advice are things that I already implemented in my life, but he just kind of put the check mark in the box, like you're on the right path to really, you know, setting yourself up for whatever person God has for me in my life, in my relationship that, you know, he's planning for me, because he's cooking, he's working on my man right now. I just know he's working on him, so he'll be around soon, the one that he has for me, right? So reading this book has really just made me realize that I was already taking the appropriate steps that I need to you know, get what I want out of my personal relationship life. And he has a whole chapter on sex and, you know, physical, you know, actions between the different sexes. And everything he said was basically what I was already doing. I cut it off. I told myself that it wasn't, you know, doing, it wasn't giving what I'm supposed to give. It just wasn't. Yes, sex is good and we all love it. However, if you are dedicated to being in a relationship and you're struggling with dating, and sex can be a distraction, a really bad one, and you need to just kind of put it to the side, you know? And he said that in his book. He was like, you know, it's okay to not have sex and to focus on yourself. And he even gave a few examples of people that did that, and they ended up getting married, having kids, being in these long-term healthy relationships with people after they kind of just focused on themselves and not on the physical aspects of relationships. So I do recommend you all reading that book, reading some self-help books. And people always say self-help is kind of like down and depressing. No, they really do help. It's somebody else giving you, you know, advice, and everybody's help ain't good. Clearly we realize that with the Derek Jackson and what's the other guy's name? Oh God, the one they talk about all the time on social media. Kevin James. Those are not the men I'm talking about. We don't want to take advice from men that are bashing women or saying they're doing one thing and uplifting women, but really they live a different life behind closed doors. No, you need to find podcasts or YouTube channels where they really give genuine advice from genuine people that are real life situations and that are, you know, really eye-opening and just kind of easy for you to understand. So we're no Derek Jacksons, no Kevin Samuels, I think that's his name. That's not who I'm saying get advice from, because that man bashes women and makes them feel, you know, inferior, when that's not the type of advice you want. And I really hate that women are actually sitting there allowing this man to talk to them like that, and they're really taking his advice. So that's not who I'm talking about. So also, one thing I've realized when it comes to like guys, if he is not actively showing you something and you're having to question if they like you or want you, you need to leave that man alone. Because when a guy truly likes you, wants to get to know you, they have no problem showing it. But if you have to sit there and beg and plead for some attention or, for, a callback, a text, a date, that's not the man for you. And you should not be entertaining them. And that's something I even had to learn. I was like, what do I look like begging a man for some attention? When I know I'm quality and I know what I bring to the table, because I don't come to the table asking for anything, I bring some stuff with me. We're going to build this table, have some nice chairs put around it, okay? I don't come to the table like that. And I always say, I used to always be like, well, I'm not, asking you for anything. You could do this, you could do that. I come with my own, I'm my own boss, blah, 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 blah. Sounding dumb, looking dumb. Because like I said, if a man really wants you and really wants to court you, he will. No questions asked. You should not, if you're questioning anything with the guy that you're dealing with, you need to leave that man alone. He is not for you, sis. So I want y'all to take that little gem and remember it. If you're dealing with somebody right now and you're having to beg them for attention or just they're not giving you anything you want and you're sitting here because you see the potential. We are not living on the hope and the prayer of the dream of potential. I need y'all to leave potential in 2019, not even 2020. Send potential back to 2019 because we're not dealing with it anymore. Potential is dead. Potential is gone. We done buried potential. We done cremated potential and we send her back to the past, okay? Because I will give you an example, right? Potential had me dealing with the guy for months. And then when I realized it wasn't working, I was like, why did I even like him? I was living on potential. There was nothing, I could not list any pros that this man had for me to be so into him as much as I was. After I realized, after I cut him off, I was like, why was I so, because potential had me flabbergasted. I was hypnotized by potential. It was so much about this man. I was like, well, he could be this and we could look good together and he's so fine and I love this and I love that about him. But there was nothing that he was bringing to the table. But I hope you guys like this video. This is my first time really sitting down and being very vulnerable, intimate, and transparent with my channel and with my citizens. But I really just wanted to share my self-love journey. And I really think I ran through everything that I wanted to talk about. So now we're just going to get into some fun stuff. About to be a little hot girl summer. You guys know I'm a VIP hot girl, okay? I am Meg's fan club. I love me some Meg Thee Stallion. So yeah, let's just get into the rest of this face. And then we're going to move on today.
Raindrops, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot box. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a get cool. I take your bitch right from you. Bitch, I'm a dog. Beat down her walls, loose. Hop in the fall. I tell that bitch to come for me. I swear these niggas is under me. The hate and the devil keep jumping me. Bank rolls on me, keep me company. It's bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. All set. 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 Hey, we did the most, yeah. Pull up and goes, yeah. My diamonds a choker, holding up, I with no holster. With the ruler, diamond cooler. This a roller, not a mule. Dabbing on them like the usual. Magic with the brick do voodoo. Courtside with a bad bitch, then I send the bitch through Uber. I'm young and rich and plus I'm bougie. I'm not stupid, so I keep the oozing. Case on records, get back as I'm back, so my money making my back. You niggas got a low act rate. We from the north, yeah, that way. Fat cookie blunt in the ashtray. Two bitches just national smash check. Hop in the limb, have a drag race. I let them birds take a bath.
So one other thing, well, not really one other thing, but you know, I just gotta keep the convo going because we just been having such a great conversation, right? I wanted to also mention that one thing that was on my list to accomplish this year was to surround myself with more like-minded individuals and people that were also interested in the same type of things that I was interested in. For example, I have a YouTube channel, but I don't have that many people, like friends, that are in YouTube. But now I do, because I've purposely surrounded myself with people that have channels, or not even purposely, but I've just kind of stumbled upon friends. I'm like, oh, you have a YouTube channel? Cool, me too. You know, I just wanted to surround myself with people that understood what I do as far as creating content and like my love for it. And then I also have friends that have started YouTube channels and said that I've encouraged them just by seeing my consistency and like how much fun I have doing it, because I really do enjoy making content for you guys. I know I'm still a very small YouTube channel, but I know that one day your girl's gonna grow and I'm gonna have so many citizens, it's gonna shock me, okay? But I just, you know, wanted to start surrounding myself with more like-minded people. People that like to create content, like marketing, that like, you know, doing things that I like to do. All my close friends are not into creating content. They don't understand half the stuff I be talking about sometimes. Even my mom be looking, you know, confused sometimes. And I don't have a problem telling people, but it's nice to surround yourself with people that are very like-minded, because you don't know what you guys could teach each other. You don't know what you can learn from them. So next I'm going to take my Care wax stick and just get those flyaways and do my edges a little bit. Let me see if I can. Ooh, it's me knocking stuff down. Let me see if I can. Oh no, I think I'm close enough, because the way my setup is, I can't really get too close because I'm going to cut my head off. But yeah, so it comes out like this little stick, kind of like deodorant. You push it from the bottom. And so it really does like lay my hair so good. Like when I wear my my wigs and stuff, and I need to lay my part down flat after I use the mousse and slick it down with like a hot comb or something, this right here keeps it slick. And I got it for, and this normally, like in the beauty supply stores, this is $20 for this thing. I got it off Amazon for like $12. Okay, and if you guys want to know, see my Amazon store, I'll have it linked for you below, and I'll make sure I put this in. See, like all these little flyaways, put this in my Amazon store for you guys, so you guys can try it out yourself. My brush, and just lightly brush everything. Like, she slicked my edges down. Like, they have not curled, because you don't have a natural hair. They haven't reverted at all, which is like a great thing, you know. Watch the pony. Let's watch the pony. Watch the pony. Okay, see, that looks amazing. Slick. So I definitely recommend the Care slick wax stick, styling stick, wax styling stick, I think is what it's called. Let me do the back to really brush that up, because, you know, gotta make sure it looks good. Alright, so that's done. And I'm gonna go ahead and go grab my flexi rod, put a big little flexi rod in here just to keep it in this one curl that I wanted. And I'll be back with the final look. Okay.
Can't stop, ain't stop, too hot. Came out like the daughter of Leah and Tupac. And I popped from the jump, ain't nobody too shocked. And I'm out collecting rollies, you save up for G-Shock. Got a bag from the label, I invested and I flipped that. I should write a book on how I motherfucking did that. Everything I put in, I get right back. Got long money, I ain't in it for a quick stack. And if she ever had me bent, I don't know who she is. Switch your size on me, just know that I know where you live. And I ain't never had to bang, I'm good wherever I is. And I got brothers that'll run it up and handle my biz. Man, I've been hot since a teen when they gave me the key to the city, fuck around and have to crown me the queen. Yeah, I'm blessed and highly favored to be living my dreams. And now they laying out the carpets when I step on the scene. I drop a bag when I shop, all that extra shit, I'm paying wheels, that's a flex and shit. I'm your face favorite, that ain't never changing, bitch. Just bought the Porsche, you could catch me out here swinging it. Got a second phone and your boyfriend be ringing it. Got a little light.
So here's the full look. Get into it. I look good with a ponytail. Like, my hair pulled out of my face is just a look. It just makes my cheekbones sit up higher, you know? Alright, let me show you guys the full fit. So lastly, here is the dress. I got this really cute razorback midi dress from Zara. I absolutely love this periwinkle color. Here's the hair. I'm wearing my square-toed was it flip-flop heels I got from Shein. They're really cute, like little kitten, real cute kitten, not too much, not too little. I don't want to give too much of a heel because I want to be comfortable. Wearing my little black purse that I got from Aldo. This purse is very popular. They still have it, and it comes in cream now, so I think I'm gonna go get the cream one. But yeah, this is my full outfit. It's really cute, real casual. I'm probably throw a little jacket over my shoulder. But yeah, I just want to show you guys the fit. I'll probably... So citizens, that is it for my full chit chat. Get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the chit chat portion. I hope you guys took some gems away from, you know, the topic of self-love and self-worth and just self-care and just kind of focusing on yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time about my own personal journey through self-love and just, you know, getting cute with me on this lovely little Saturday. But like I said, if you're new here, my name is Sydd. Welcome to my city. And remember, click that subscribe button below and come become a loyal citizen. We're glad to have you. Our city is slowly growing. I'm trying to reach my goal of 500 subscribers. So please help me reach my goal and hit the subscribe button below, and make sure you like and comment on this video. I will make sure to include all the products that were used in this video in my description box below, and anything else I discussed I will make sure to tag in the description box for you all so you guys can check it out for yourself. It's your girl Sydd. Catch me in the city. Love you guys. Bye.